Isle of Man, a place where traditional charm meets quirky surprises. Nestled between England and Ireland, this tiny island is packed with fascinating facts. Did you know it's home to the world's oldest continuous parliament, dating back over 1,000 years? Or that it boasts a unique road race circuit that's famous worldwide? From its stunning landscapes to its unusual laws, Isle of Man offers a treasure trove of intriguing tidbits. Ready to uncover what makes this island so special? Let's dive in. Number 1. The oldest continuous parliament. Located in the center of the Irish Sea, the Isle of Man boasts a long history dating back over a millennium. Tynwald is located at the very heart of this historical narrative. Founded by the Vikings in 979 AD, Tynwald is not only ancient, it holds the title of being the longest-running parliament in session for more than 1,000 years. Each July, Tynwald meets at Tynwald Hill, a historic Viking location close to St. John's. This is no ordinary meeting place. Tynwald Hill is the place where the intersection of history and modernity takes place, and it is where the legislation for the year on the island is announced. Each individual from the Isle of Man has the privilege to request during this yearly assembly. Indeed, you are correct. If you reside in the Isle of Man, you have the opportunity to address your issues directly with your legislators. This custom not only makes Tynwald one of the oldest, but also one of the most unique democratic institutions globally. Just think about being able to express your worries in such a monumental location. Number 2. Zero corporate tax rate. Picture a location where businesses pay no corporate taxes at all. That's how it is on the Isle of Man. This small island in the Irish Sea has developed an intriguing financial climate that is truly captivating. The Isle of Man is famous for its 0% corporate tax rate. This implies that companies that are based here are not required to pay taxes on their earnings. Isn't it pretty amazing? This tax incentive has transformed the Isle of Man into an attractive destination for affluent individuals and corporations worldwide. Therefore, what is the significance of this? It is a significant benefit for companies. Businesses have the potential to keep a large sum of money that would have otherwise gone towards taxes. The money saved can either be reinvested in the company, used for growth, or kept as earnings. The tax-friendly policy of the Isle of Man attracts financial services firms, tech companies, and some international corporations seeking to reduce their tax obligations. The Isle of Man offers more than just tax benefits. It is also known for its robust financial services and business management. Global companies find this place appealing due to its strategic position and conducive business environment. Number 3. Dark sky discovery sites. Have you ever considered where in Europe you can discover some of the most stunning night skies? There is no need to search any farther than the Isle of Man. This tiny island boasts 26 dark sky discovery sites, making it the biggest group in Europe. What is a dark sky discovery site precisely? These places are known for their extremely clear, uncontaminated night skies, ideal for observing the stars. These locations on the Isle of Man provide an excellent vantage point for observing the universe. Imagine this. You look up and see the Milky Way spanning the sky, or maybe catch a view of the Andromeda Galaxy. If you're fortunate, you may also have the chance to witness the northern lights illuminating the night sky. What makes the Isle of Man unique? The island's secluded position and dedication to protecting its dark skies result in minimal light pollution, which is essential for experiencing breathtaking views of the stars. Indeed, the Isle of Man's initiatives to reduce artificial lighting have transformed it into a perfect destination for astronomy lovers. Number 4. Tailless Manx cats. Manx cats are well known for their unique quality, their tails, or more accurately, the absence of them. Although most Manx cats lack tails, some may possess either short or unexpectedly long tails. This distinctive characteristic is a result of a genetic mutation that has been inherited over many generations. But from where did this intriguing breed originate? According to legend, Manx cats were introduced to the Isle of Man by sailors from the Spanish Armada following the sinking of their ships in 1588. Per the narrative, the cats fled the ship and relocated to the island, where they flourished and adjusted to their new environment. Although this makes a captivating story, researchers think the Manx breed actually originated from a spontaneous genetic mutation on the island. Some Manx cats do have some degree of tail. Some individuals possess a rumpy riser, which is a very short tail stub that is hardly visible. Others may have a longie with a tail that is similar to a typical cat's. The length of each cat's tail is distinctive and contributes to the appeal of the breed. Number 5. TT races, the ultimate motorcycle challenge. Since starting in 1907, the TT races have evolved into a highly hazardous and esteemed motorcycle competition globally. What makes it so risky? The course is not a typical racetrack. The event occurs on public roads that are specifically shut down for it, meandering through charming yet dangerous terrain. Racers reach incredible speeds of 200 mph, maneuvering through sharp turns, bumps, and stone walls. The TT races take place on the 37.73-mile mountain course, featuring more than 200 corners. Over the years, this demanding circuit has been responsible for numerous fatalities, yet it also honors impressive displays of motorcycle expertise. The risk contributes to the race's legendary status. Every year, numerous onlookers gather on the Isle of Man to experience this thrilling event. The TT races demonstrate precision, endurance, and sheer determination. Racers from all over the world gather to challenge themselves on this challenging track. Riders frequently talk about the excitement of speeding through the picturesque scenery of the Isle of Man, while experiencing the intense competition pressures. The TT race's history is brimming with incredible tales. In 1957, Bob McIntyre was the first person to surpass the 100 mph average lap speed barrier on this dangerous track. More recently, Michael Dunlop and John McGuinness have risen as legends in the sport, dominating the event and forever marking their names in TT history. Number 6. You have to say hello to the ferries. The Ferry Bridge, a beloved location on the Isle of Man, can be found along the main road connecting the airport and Douglastown. It is so well known that almost every visitor to the island goes by it. The enjoyable aspect is that residents think that failing to say hello to the ferries while passing the bridge could result in unfortunate consequences. Therefore, it's not only about driving through, it's also about demonstrating respect for the little people believed to reside in the vicinity. It's not really about coming across magical beings. It's more about joining in a delightful tradition within the community. As you cross the bridge, remember to say, Mogre mi voinger vegi, which translates to, Good morning, little people, in Manx Gaelic. This is a custom that is intricately embedded in the local culture. And guess what? This tradition is so deeply rooted that even buses announce it when they drive over the bridge. Indeed, public transportation guarantees that all travelers have the opportunity to show their respect. If you are behind the wheel, a simple wave or nod will suffice. Bringing up the word rat on the island is believed to bring very unlucky consequences. Locals opt to refer to them as long tails to steer clear of bad luck. Picture this, using the term long tails instead of rats brings a special touch to your daily discussions. Number 7. It has the world's largest working water wheel. Encounter the impressive Laxey wheel, a massive ancient wonder that serves as a popular attraction and a functional engineering masterpiece. Erected in 1854, this wheel is an impressive 72.5 feet wide and was constructed to drain water from the Laxey mines. Frequently referred to as the Lady of Laxey, this site is a valuable historical treasure from the industrial era. However, what sets the Laxey wheel apart from others? It's not only about its size. Robert Casement designed this amazing wheel to demonstrate the efficient use of water power. It has been carefully maintained and continues to rotate, offering a view of history and showcasing impressive engineering expertise. If you believe that is the end of water wheels on the Isle of Man, you are mistaken. There is a delightful water wheel in Silverdale Glen, and interestingly, it operates a Victorian carousel. Picture yourself on a vintage carousel, admiring the spinning wheel that powers the ride. It's just as amazing as you think, and definitely, we've given it a try. It exemplifies the perfect combination of traditional charm and contemporary enjoyment. Number 8. Vampire graves. Were you aware that the Isle of Man has graves of its own vampires? Located in the village of Arbury, these eerie locations are an intriguing part of the area's history and superstitions. During the 18th and 19th centuries, the residents of the Isle of Man, just like many regions in Europe, held strong beliefs and superstitions. They had faith in vampires, beings that could return from death and create havoc. In order to defend themselves against these living dead beings, they implemented quite drastic actions. One of the most disturbing customs was to secure the dead with chains prior to burial. The concept was to stop them from getting up from their burial sites. The chains could be wound around the body or attached to the coffin. Doesn't it seem like it's straight out of a horror film? Arbory Village is the location of some vampire graves. Although they may not have the same level of fame as Dracula or other vampire myths, they provide a distinct look into historical fears and beliefs. These weathered stones on the graves are a testament to how local customs and history can be influenced by folklore and superstition. Number 9. Magnetic Hill. Have you ever witnessed a car moving uphill on its own? Seems like it can't be done, doesn't it? However, there is a location on the Isle of Man where this peculiar occurrence takes place. Greetings and welcome to Magnetic Hill, located on Ronnig Road. Here's the secret: it's not wizardry, and it's not defying the laws of gravity. Alternatively, it is a smart visual trick. The scenery is arranged so that the road and nearby hills create an optical illusion, making a slight downhill look like an uphill climb. Imagine this: you park your car, shift it into neutral, and observe it appearing to defy gravity by moving uphill. The mysterious sight on the Isle of Man has captivated visitors for years and contributes to its intriguing charm. Number 10. The Witches of Ballafesson. Have you ever heard about the Ballafesson witches? This haunting incident in the Isle of Man's past serves as a frightening illustration of how fear and superstition can control a population. During the 17th century, Ballafesson gained a reputation for its infamous witch trials. There were numerous allegations of witchcraft, leading to trials and executions of many women supported by weak evidence and community paranoia. The name of the tiny town became linked with this bleak era, overshadowing its history. The trials were driven by fear and irrational beliefs, prevalent in Europe at that time. Women who were frequently unique or vocal were charged with practicing witchcraft. These trials involved harsh techniques of questioning and punishment, resulting in tragic consequences for numerous innocent individuals. Ballafesson still has a negative reputation to this day. Some residents feel the region is under a curse, a lasting memory of its difficult history. Stories of witch hunts and killings have become woven into the fabric of the village's history, creating a sense of historical fascination with eerie narratives. Number 11. Arthur Cayley, the Manx Giant. Were you aware that the Isle of Man has a giant of its own? Get to know Arthur Cayley, also known as the Manx Giant. Arthur Cayley, born in 1824, was not your typical person. At an impressive height of 7 feet 11 inches, he was truly a gigantic presence. His tall stature turned him into a well-known figure in the community and generated a lot of interest. Individuals from various places arrived to witness this huge person, and he soon became a famous individual on the island. Why does Arthur Cayley still hold such importance in contemporary times? His memory is preserved through different items and souvenirs found throughout the Isle of Man. From vintage photos to unique garments created just for him, these objects offer a peek into his intriguing experiences. The story is about a man who was not only a local celebrity, but also represented the island's distinctive history due to his impressive physical size. Number 12. Wild wallabies. Ever heard of wallabies roaming free on the Isle of Man? Sounds like a wild twist, right? Well, it's true. The Isle of Man, a tiny island between England and Ireland, is home to a surprising population of wild wallabies. Let's dive into this fascinating story. Back in the 1970s, a few wallabies from a local wildlife park escaped into the island's lush woodlands. Instead of disappearing, these marsupials adapted quickly to their new home. Now they're a thriving part of the island's ecosystem. These wallabies have made the Isle of Man their home sweet home, hopping around the forested areas and grazing on the island's vegetation. Their presence adds a unique touch to the island's wildlife, blending Australian charm with British scenery. Imagine walking through the Isle of Man's forests and suddenly spotting a wallaby. It's like encountering a piece of Australia in the heart of the British Isles. So, next time you think of the Isle of Man, remember it's not just about its rich history and stunning landscapes. It's also home to a remarkable group of wild wallabies. If you enjoyed learning about this quirky fact, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more surprising tidbits about our world.